Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a haul video to show you guys. My mother and I went to Connecticut over the weekend, so we did some Goodwill outlet shopping. I went to Ikea, we went to TJ Maxx and Home Goods and Savers, so I have like a random assortment of things to show you guys. I'm going to try and keep it like not as talky, so that way we can get through everything. But first I want to make like a little Christmas announcement. So starting the week after Thanksgiving, I'm going to be doing a new Christmas series, and it's going to be the 12 Days of Craftmas. And basically I'm just going to be doing DIYs, showing you guys some takes on some things that I like for the season. So like some ornaments and decor, just inspired things. So make sure you tune in after Thanksgiving to watch those. But now let's get into the haul. So I'm going to show you guys the Rae Dunn first, just because it's closest to me where I'm sitting. I picked up a few pieces while we were out. I found a spoon rest, and that one is $5.99. And then I found the cheese board, the little one, and I was really excited for this. I actually got to use this. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw I did like finally my cheese board setup that I've been like dreaming of trying to do. And this one retails for $9.99, and it comes with a little knife too. I just don't have that right here with me. So today on my lunch break, I also stopped into TJ Maxx, and they were like loaded with mugs. None of the Christmassy ones, because I'm looking for a Christmas one or like pumpkin spice I'd go crazy for. But I did find a canister, and it says mine. So I don't know if I'm going to put it this way or if I'm going to turn it backwards and put like a decal. Because if you do that, you can do it for 2 seasons. I display them where you only see one side anyways. So I mean, I could put a Christmas decal on here, or I could make this my flower one. And compared to the cookies, this one is taller. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the Goodwill bins. So I've got a craft fair coming up, and that was like our main goal of going, was to find things that we could either like resell at the craft fair or like repurpose and put at the craft fair. But I did pick out some things from my home, and that's what I'm going to show you guys. When it comes time for the craft fair, I'll probably share photos on Instagram. But the first thing I picked up in the bins was this sweater by Chico's, and it's got like that black and white nubby texture, and then it's got some detailing up on the shoulders. It's got like a really Chanel type of look to it. My husband hates this one, but I love it. I also found a Lily Pulitzer bag in the bins, which I was really excited about, and this is like a huge duffel bag for traveling, and it's in really good shape. And this was after people had already like dove in and like grabbed the handfuls of the things that they wanted, and they just left this behind. So I was really excited. I don't have as much Lily as I used to. I used to have like a whole closet full of it, but I know that bags like that, they're like at least $100. So that was really exciting. And the way this worked, we ended up being over the weight limit, so everything was $1 a pound. So that bag probably cost me $1. Now at Savers, I found for $2.99 the silverware box I've been looking for. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of paint this up because it's scratched. But I was just looking for something to store the silverware I'm not using in the off season, because right now I just have them in a plastic bin, like all kind of like together. So this way they won't scratch and bang on each other. So I found this children's toy in the bins, and I just fell in love with it. I love using like old toys around Christmas time to decorate with. So it's just a radio flyer, kind of like a ride-on horse. And it looks like somebody has put stickers and stuff on it, so I don't know if I will sand this down and oil it to kind of bring it back to life. I'm still deciding on that. I wouldn't sand it enough to get rid of these. These are in pretty deep, so you'd still have all the detail. But I just thought that was really cute. And going by weight, I probably paid about $5 for this guy. Now, while I was at Savers, I checked out the books, because they always have a really good book selection. Let me try that again. A really good book selection in Connecticut. So I found this one here, and it's a pocket guide to butterflies and moths. And I have 2 other ones of this. I have insects and I have shells. And I like the way their spines look. They all kind of coordinate together. So, yeah, I picked that guy up. And then I picked up Country Home Quick Country Decorating. And this one I just liked the pictures inside, so I thought it'd be nice to read. But I mean, obviously I'm never going to make a bed out of wood, but it's like a cool idea, and I like the details on the wall, how it kind of almost looks like open framework. So this is a nice one to look through. Also in the Goodwill bins I found this guy, and this is just a birdhouse. And I don't know, this, I think it's more of a display piece than it is like an actual hang 'em outside piece. But it's cute, so. And I like the schoolhouse with the flag on it and stuff. And it's in pretty good shape for being in the bins. There's a little bit of peeling right there on the shutter you can see, but I'm just going to glue that down. Okay. So we also went to Hobby Lobby up there because I wanted to start getting some craft things for that series I was telling you guys about. And I saw this farmhouse sign, and it was a cow that was like whitewashed, and underneath it said like farm, and it was like $30-some. So I mean, with a coupon it would have been like 40% off. But I wanted to save my money for the thrifting, so I passed up on it, but I took pictures that way I could try and like replicate it, maybe make it. The next morning I went to the bins and I found a whitewashed cow, so it's almost like it was meant to be. So the way the one at Hobby Lobby was is it had a flat piece here, and you would mount it like on a wall almost, and then it said farm underneath like a sign. But I might almost like this one better. And it is whitewashed. And this guy is less than £1, so he was under $1. Another thing that I found that I'm always looking for, keeping my eye out for, is an apple peeler. So I recently got a crock pot, and I've been making applesauce, apple and pear sauce, and I needed one of these because I keep borrowing my mom's. So when I found this in there, I was really excited, and I love the green color of this one. Okay. So I found a watering can, and you guys all know I collect them. In the summer, I like to display them on my back porch, and this one actually kind of has like a raised here. It says water can. And it's just like a green color. On the bottom it says for decorative use only. So it's obviously like a reproduction type one, but I love the look of this. And this will go perfectly with all the rest of them next spring when I redecorate my porch. Right now we're into the fall, so I put all the watering cans away. I picked up a clothespin bag. This came with a big laundry bag. They were both from Marshall's with the original tags on them, but I didn't have any use for the laundry bag, so I just took the smaller one. And I just liked the print. I even thought this could be cute framed up and put in a laundry room. So it wouldn't be a Goodwill trip without a thermos. So this time I found this gray one with red on it. And this is just a little short one, but it'll go with the rest of my collection really nice. Another Savers find I've got here is this little light cage. Now, I know this is like for a vintage work light type thing, like you would hang it from the pipe or whatever you're working on, it would hold the light. But I think this would be cool at Christmas time, like if you wove some twinkle lights around it or even greenery. I just feel like I could do something really cool with this. And for only 99 cents, I didn't want to leave it behind. I felt like it was one of those things that I'm going to think about and like come up with a great idea like a month down the road. So I brought it home, just in case. I also found some ball jars in the bins. And I got a set of 4 of these. And they're just the small mason jars. But I thought these would be great in the pantry to hold like little things. I already have containers for like chocolate chips and stuff. But I mean even like spices or nuts or things like that. So I've got a set of 4 of these. And then the last small item I'm going to show you guys came from Ikea. I picked up this cutting board. I had seen it online. I didn't read the dimensions online, but it was only $3.99, so I was like, definitely a good idea because it was like natural wood and $3.99, and cutting boards can be really expensive. So I'm going to try and make it look a little older. Its product name, if you want to look for it, is Prop Mat. So I'm going to go ahead and probably actually just use this on the shelf behind me because I have a larger one for the kitchen. This would be good for like displaying, or even if you were going to do like a little cheese board or something on it. And then of course while I was at Ikea I was distracted by the shelves. I've had my mind set on like a vintage baking rack. So I've been trying to figure out how I could reproduce it, what I could use. So when I was at Ikea, I found like the perfect thing. I've already got it set up in the corner of my dining room. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show you guys. I did a lot of DIY on it. I didn't take a video of that, but I'll just tell you briefly what I did. So let me flip the camera around and show you guys that. Alright, so here's the shelf I picked up at Ikea. The name of this is the Hejni, and I will put it in the screen and spelled out because that's probably the better way to do it. So anyways, it comes in unstained pine. I'm going to also stick a picture in of the before. And now I'll stick a picture of the inspiration, and it's this antique baker's cart that is well out of my budget. I think it was like $500 plus, so definitely not going to happen. So I went ahead and stained this, and I did Early American Stain by Minwax. It gave it like a nice light color, but still a little bit of depth. Now there were holes here because the shelves are adjustable, so you kind of decide where they go. And I ended up spending like $35 on the shelf. You buy it in pieces. You buy the sidebars as sets of 2, and then you buy the shelves as sets of 2. So I had to get 3 sets of the shelves because I did 6 total, and then 2 sets of the sidebars. And then you buy that cross strap in the back also. Now mine is also drilled into the wall to make it extra sturdy because I added casters, and I'll show you that after. But these were all holes here that were options to put a shelf through. So I wanted them concealed. I went and bought some wood plugs at Home Depot. These are 3/8 inch. The holes were too small, so I just used one of my drill bits, made the holes larger, and then hammered the plugs in. That way it's kind of got a more sturdy look to it. And then I went ahead and started putting my books on the shelf. It has open ends, so that was not working. So I picked up 2 furring strips that were like 98 cents. I stained them to match, and then I just added them to the side so that my books would be secure and I wouldn't have to worry about things falling off the shelves. And then down at the bottom I added some casters because that is how the original baking rack looked. And these are just some industrial type ones I picked up at Home Depot. They were like $5.40 some cents. Because it's mounted to the wall, they aren't movable anymore. So I do have to touch them up a little bit, you can see. I spray painted them oil rub bronze to kind of go with the piece. But overall I spent, I want to say maybe like $70 to kind of DIY this piece as opposed to the original one, which was well over $500. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I want to thank you guys for watching my haul video. And I'm looking forward to the Christmas one. I hope you guys will join me for that as well. I'll see you in the next one.